now live. Also, happy Halloween, everyone. And if you're wondering why my voice sounds like shit, that's because I am sick. So yeah, this whole Halloween model debut kinda didn't go as I had originally anticipated, but that's fine. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to be reacting to something for Halloween. So we're going to get Bakugan to join us. So if my voice sounds like shit, I apologize.
Yo, it's me.
Better make sure he's in the headset thing, that way I can actually hear him.
Oh, you're wearing a headset so you can actually hear me?
Yeah, I'm using my Xbox controller with my headphones. But anyways, yeah, you could probably tell I sound like utter shit, but anyway. Today we're going to be reacting to probably one of the greatest slasher matchups known to man, even before Death Battle ever happened.
Yeah, Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers. I got popcorn with me.
So yeah, and judging by, if depends on how well they're going to do the timelines. I don't know what timeline they're going to use for Michael, but I'm already going to guess they're going to scale him up to Jason X in terms of Jason.
The only good scaling Michael has is learning how to drive a car.
But yeah, anyways, original video will be in the description. Let me share my screen real quick.
Hey, I wonder if they do a crossover film with Jason and Michael like how they did with Freddy Krueger.
I mean, I've seen fan films do it before, and ironically, those films do a lot better than what Hollywood usually makes.
Like Never Hike Alone.
Exactly. There was even a fan film called Michael vs. Jason: Evil Emerges from 2019.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's start the episode.
So yeah, original video will be in the description as always. Alright.
Oh, wow, 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 wow.
And being a big slasher fan, that just shows you something.
Oh, like...
Prepare yourselves. It's time we tell the tale of Crystal Lake's masked murderer, Jason Voorhees.
And the horrifying boogeyman of Haddonfield, Michael Myers.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to bring
I think these guys are having way too much fun with this.
On Death Battle.
They really... Halloween spirit to Death Battle.
Within the woods of Crystal Lake lurks a killer, buried but not dead, doomed to rise from the grave and slaughter those who live and love, if you know what I mean.
This is the curse
Yeah.
of Jason Voorhees.
Rumor has it he was a deformed child.
Okay, let's see here. Full name: Jason Voorhees, height 6'3", 190 meters, weight 275 pounds. Pamela Voorhees' baby boy has a half-sister in Diana Kimball. I'm sorry, what?
Still active in 2455, possibly deadite, and was a guest on the Arsenio Hall show.
Huh. Even as a masked murderer, he gets some spotlight once in a while. Even if he doesn't know.
I wonder if SNL did a skit about him.
Who knows?
Before.
Though the Diana Kimball, it's been a while since I watched all the Friday the 13th movies, so I don't remember that one.
Hey, I haven't watched any of the films, so let's continue.
He'd been harassed all of his life, only cared for by a
Okay, so
single
they're
mother,
referencing the
but
comics.
not even
Makes
Mama
sense.
Voorhees could save Jason
Yeah.
when he tragically drowned at Camp Crystal
Since
Lake.
both these slashers have comic
Over time,
book
Crystal Lake
variations
became
and
wrought with strange disappearances and violent
Yeah.
deaths.
Including the camp counselors who should have been watching Jason when he drowned all those years ago. Someone or
These are
something was out for vengeance.
And yet these harrowing
Ah,
murders were
the
committed by
classic
none other than
80s
Jason's
slasher
own mother,
flicks.
Pamela Voorhees, seeking revenge against those who
Me-
neglected her child, dooming him to his
A good
terrible
time
end.
when
That actually
effects
makes a lot
weren't
of sense.
crapped on by CGI.
Good for her, I guess.
However, even after her killing
Yeah,
spree was cut short,
we
the
know
deaths
this part
continued.
in the lore.
Nobody could prove
Pamela
it,
gets
but
her
maybe,
head chopped
just
off.
Maybe Jason was still alive.
Yeah,
Holy
he,
shit! Yeah, he's definitely alive. Wait, Has he been living in the lake this whole time?
Jason has fortitude far beyond any normal man. You can swing an axe in his face, blast half his body away, or trap him in an exploding building. Yet it will all be in vain.
Even when one of the few survivors of his attacks hacked him to pieces, Jason rose again. Seriously, this happens a lot.
Nobody knows the true source of his unkillable nature. Some say it's an indigenous curse, others say it's the Necronomicon, and some even say it's a hell worm. So not too many reasonable answers.
According to Creighton Duke, the Voorhees family curse can only be stopped if another Voorhees kills Jason and sends him to hell. However, 2 more sequels in the novel about him getting out of hell indicate that this does not work.
Oh.
Yeah. Freddy vs. Jason, Jason X. And I don't know what novel it is that proved this, but well then.
Let's continue.
As the MKX developer said during that live stream when they were revealing Jason's gameplay, you can't kill Jason.
Either way, be careful, or you just might end up on the wrong side of Jason's trusty machete. Something he uses with enough strength to split skulls and pierce metal.
Even when Jason has no weapon, he can be resourceful and oddly creative with his kills. He might
Let's see here. Machete, his favorite weapon. Pitchfork, spear gun, double-sided axe, a tree, party horn, sauna rock, jungle gym, bed, liquid nitrogen, basically anything.
Jungle gym?
Yeah, as if Friday the 13th Killer Puzzle didn't show that otherwise, that, yeah, anything can be used as a weapon for Jason. Why do you think I said he always, whatever's around him, he makes it a weapon?
Like a chair.
Like a chair? Or even a random object such as a dresser. It can be anything, essentially.
Even a TV.
Yeah.
You to death with a sleeping bag, drown you in a garbage can, or snap you in half between a bedful.
that movie was
Worst
weird.
of all, this demented mama's boy will always get his prey. Oh, you think you can run away? Well, think again, idiot. He can teleport.
No, he can't.
Oh, yeah? Well, how about the time he appeared in multiple places at once around this dance floor? See? Teleporting.
Wrong. Hallucinations resulting from a mix of cocaine and panic.
Okay, smartass. How about when he teleported from one end of this ship to another? How'd he get there?
Actually, when watching the full scene
I
for
love how
complete
they're
context,
arguing over
there is
if he
plenty
can
of time
teleport
afforded
or
for
not.
Jason to jump down the deck while off camera. He is quite athletic after all.
What, without making any sound? The guy's built like he's made of 100 brick houses. Are we watching the same movie?
Look, fans have argued this for years, and while admittedly those moments are questionable, they're not enough to prove actual teleportation.
Okay, how about this one? In Jason X, where 3 soldiers are shooting him straight on, and he just disappears. Poof! Gone! While they're looking right at him, goddammit, it's teleporting!
Well, I'm sure there's a logical explanation.
There isn't a logical
I just stared at this
explanation.
scene while processing 900 trillion frames per second, and Boomstick is correct.
Ha!
Also, now my eyes are broken. Joy.
You know, Jason can actually teleport in the video game, so I believe it.
I suppose teleporting would
Yeah,
explain how,
MKX,
despite his hulking
Friday the
size, Jason
13th.
can move with ghostly silence and pick off victims one by one. Are you sure about this, dummy? Dummy.
Where did Dummy go?
Either way, Jason's unstoppable bloodlust makes him a horrifying threat.
Even if you think you're protected...
Let's see here. Killed well over 200 people, can tear apart a victim with his bare hands. He lifted and flipped over a car, survived a building explosion, was given numerous death penalty punishments and still lived. Survived being burnt, dipped in nuclear waste, cremation, and even liquid nitrogen. Escaped hell by force.
Okay, I don't think it's physically or religiously possible to escape hell at all.
Well, somehow Jason managed to do it.
By a foot of solid steel, he'll just crash through it to stab you.
And though it's tough to believe, there may actually be a deadlier Jason out there too.
Stronger,
Yep,
faster, and
Jason
heavier.
X, aka
This is
Uber Jason.
Rebuilt from Jason's remains through a sinister fusion of science and mysticism. And guess what? Normal Jason later fought Uber Jason and actually held his own. Yeah, the comics get kind of wacky.
Yeah, the comics do. Jason's ability to hold his own against Uber Jason demonstrates how much of a threat he is even to physically superior opponents.
Just go with it.
Only natural for a monster
magic
that has fought other supernatural entities.
Like Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, and the Groovy
Oh yeah,
Man
Leatherface.
himself, Ash Williams.
Indeed. So be
Yeah,
warned.
Freddy versus Jason
If you
versus
ever see
Ash.
a shadow moving through the darkness and hear a familiar run. Jason is out to find you, and chances are you are not leaving alive.
All right, Michael,
Yep.
bring on the
On a
pain.
bleak Halloween night, Michael Myers was born into the world as a seemingly normal child. However, beneath his pale, blank face hid something dark, something
Wow.
evil.
How evil? Well, he stabbed his sister Judy to death when he was just 6 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, what a rascal.
Michael was institutionalized at a sanitarium where he simply sat still, almost like a machine.
Though,
His
it's
psychiatrist,
funny
Dr.
because...
Loomis, spent
Oh,
8
all right.
years
Okay, before you continue, Wiz, it's funny because they show the comics, even though most of those comics are questioned if they're part of the canon or not.
His middle name is Audrey for some reason.
Yeah, that's what it is. I even said that in the prediction.
Oh.
So yeah,
What's-
Michael Audrey Myers, 6'3", 190 meters, age 61.
Wow.
I think Jason has you beat on age. Considering the fact that he's still alive in the year 24 something. But anyway,
25.
2455. Ah, okay. AKA The Shape, the Boogeyman, was birthed stillborn. Direct descendant of a cursed bloodline, considered the truest form of evil, his mask is modeled after William Shatner. Obviously, I mean,
Wait, his mask is named after modeled after William Shatner?
oh yeah. Why do you think everyone in the Halloween fandom calls it the Shatner mask? Because it's literally the Shatner mask.
I never noticed. If I say his last name wrong, I would end up saying William Shatner.
I mean that, and William Shatner is also known to be Captain Kirk.
Hmm.
And
Okay, let's continue.
does villains pretty well. Anyways,
trying to reach him, but Michael never said a word.
But even when locked up, he still managed to get away with several murders, including
Yeah.
Loomis's fiancée. There was
Wow.
no helping or stopping Michael. More
like
than
I said,
anything,
comics are
he
questioned to
wanted
be
to
canon
kill.
or not.
After 15 years, the night before Halloween, he broke out of the sanitarium, leaving behind one word: sister.
The story goes,
Yeah,
Michael had another
this is
sibling,
where
Lori, and for
timeline
some
just hit the
unknowable
fan.
reason, he wanted her to suffer the same fate as Judy. And everyone else, really. He's not too picky, and he could do it too.
For in his hands, anything can be a deadly weapon. Countless reports of various murders have appeared across Haddonfield. He's exploded heads, boiled people alive, and used his trademark knife to stab poor souls to walls like some macabre piece of art.
When they say to admire your work, I don't think this is what they meant.
Okay, kitchen knife, car, axe, wire, shovel, various farm tools, literally anything else he can get his hands on.
Just like Jason. Also, the fact that he uses a kitchen knife honestly impresses me. Because I'm no knife expert, but I don't think kitchen knives can last long by stabbing people. I think they would just break.
I mean, if they're used so often, then they'll probably wear down. But that's just me.
And this isn't some special combat knife or dagger. He did this with an ordinary kitchen knife.
Michael is also surprisingly clever, despite being confined for nearly all
Yeah,
his
but
life.
is he clever to
At
take
some
on
point,
Jason?
He
I
apparently
highly
taught
doubt it.
himself how to drive.
It's pretty clear this masked psycho was definitely plotting something while he was in the ward.
All these kills were just a detour to his ultimate goal, Lori. On an all-too-familiar
Yeah.
Halloween night,
Get
he
ready for the
finally met his
timelines to get
long-lost sister
complicated.
and nearly killed her.
But Loomis intervened, shooting Michael and sending him out a window. Phew, well, guess that's the end of him. Yeah, you know it's not.
No one knows how,
Yeah.
but the body simply vanished, only to return later that night as if nothing had happened.
There's a reason why they call him the Boogeyman.
Even after being set on fire and rendered comatose, Michael Myers would not be stopped.
Almost like he's some kind of invincible undead monster.
Many explanations have been given for Michael's strange abilities, but some less reputable sources suggest he's bound
I know
to
this-
the ancient druidic Curse of Thorn, whose symbol
Yay.
is, well, they say it's an ancient
Mention the
icon
Curse of Thorn
Halloween,
timeline,
but it's
makes total
actually
sense.
the Norse rune for Thor, sometimes called the Thorn rune. I think they just Googled rune and thorn and called it a day.
Whoa. Is Michael Myers a Viking? Yes! Awesome!
Curse or no curse, Mike.
Ringmaster, allow me to bitch slap you. Michael is not a Viking. And if you couldn't tell what that rune is, it is not Norse, it is pagan. Big fucking difference.
Michael is inexplicably driven to kill without hesitation, and his victims almost never see him coming.
Oh, there.
You said, uh-oh.
Well, explaining Michael away with a vague curse is nothing more than a crutch for the truth. The fact of the matter is, no one knows why he
Where
is
did
so
he
cruel,
go?
so violent, so
Ugh.
unstoppable.
I forgot that was a
He
thing in the
just
movie.
is.
At the end of the day, evil gives no explanation, only despair.
Michael thrives not just on the satisfaction of murder, but the fear it inflicts in others.
Even scarier, his kills are done with surgical precision. He can murder you as quickly or slowly as he wants. This guy knows exactly what he's doing with that kitchen knife. He's like a hibachi chef of death.
And yet, his attacks
Let's
were
see here. Flipped a car, survived a church explosion, fought evenly with Busta Rhymes. Yes, that actually
Busta Rhymes?
Yeah, that was the H2O timeline.
Took a shotgun blast to the chest, walked off being injected with 100 milliliters of corrosive acid, moved faster than a motion sensor could detect, and survived getting rammed by a truck and a police car going full speed.
almost brought to an end by Laurie herself. But when the time came for the final blow, Michael proved his intelligence and wit by faking his own death using a body double.
All while getting his sister to
Oh.
commit murder for him. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed.
He's also either impossibly sneaky or he can use teleportation, because he once moved through a yard full of motion sensors without setting off a single one until he wanted to.
Look at this. There's just no stopping him. Fill him full of bullets, Michael will come back ready to rip off your head. Put him in the center of an exploding church, he'll survive and go on to kill dozens.
Okay, let's see here. Chronologically, Michael survived this church explosion before Halloween Resurrection in the H2O timeline.
It's more
I heard that
people, just for dramatic effect.
It was this relentless evil that made the people of Haddonfield go ballistic and band together to end Michael Myers once and for all.
Unfortunately, the town would soon realize that was just not possible.
Any ordinary person would have been long dead after what he experienced, but he took all of the town's punishment, got right back up, and went right back to doing what he does best.
And you know what's the creepiest part about all this? They never caught him. He's still out there looking for his next prey, I assume.
So every Halloween night,
What?
lock your doors, turn off your lights, and pray you'll make it to morning. Because the boogeyman is real, and his name is Michael Myers.
It seems, from what I'm understanding, it seems like they did a fusion of all three timelines in the footage, which I guess makes sense. Even though, I'm gonna correct Wiz real quick. For one, the final timeline, Laurie's not Michael's sister.
Really?
No, they totally ignore that whole, oh, Laurie Strode is Michael Myers' sister fact. They literally ignored that in the reboot timeline. And in the H2O timeline, Michael actually kills Laurie.
Oh.
So yeah. So apparently they didn't get everything correct. And I'm willing to bet that that whole timeline madness caught them off guard too.
Yeah. Teleportation.
Alright.
All right,
power-
the tales have been told and
spirit-
terror runs free. Let's see
Something.
which monster will stalk another day.
It's time for a spooky death battle!
Alrighty. Let's get ready.
Mother is talking to you.
Saying that this is 3D and not live action.
Blackest eyes.
Yeah,
The devil's eyes.
but I can understand why, considering that both these characters have game models, so I guess it works.
Yeah, but they could have used live action and called it a day.
I think they did this one because it makes it a little easier to perform the kills a little bit better. Because not everything in live action can be performed easily.
Say what you want, Storm. It was a missed opportunity to use live action. Just saying.
I mean, some of the brutal kills in the game form, I think work better in this type of format. Alright, here we go.
I'm not sure about the models themselves.
I mean, we got the Jason from the video game, and I think that's the Michael from Dead by Daylight? I'm not really too sure.
Dead by Daylight.
Alex! Where are you? We gotta go!
I'm coming for you, bitch.
Yeah, Jason's not dead.
He's fingers, bitch, of course.
Oh.
Like, there was an axe right there. He could have picked it up. What? God, why are some horror movie characters so stupid?
Oh yeah, song name, what a missed opportunity to not call it Friday the 31st.
Yeah. Got it.
Oh yeah, those two are gonna fight each other while they duke it out. He's dead.
Here.
Called it. Sweet Jesus.
Kill him, Jason. Kill him.
Ooh.
Make Mother proud.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Come on. Oh. Shit. Wait, what? Oh.
Now you see why I said that guess brutal kills work better in this format.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't pull off a head smash with an axe in live action. That'd be a little ridiculous.
Fair enough. You corrected me, and I was wrong. Thank you.
And yeah, we
Okay.
called it.
Are
Jason
we sure
destroys
he's
Michael.
dead? You can't be too
Yeah.
careful with these guys.
Michael Myers won't be rising from the grave this time. Jason was too much for him. The stories may paint these slashers as unstoppable, but they do have limits and can be understood.
To Michael's credit, he could match Jason in a lot of ways. Both were experts in methods of killing, and both could totally teleport.
Theoretically, though if both of them really could teleport, then neither had an advantage in that regard. So teleportation deniers can rest easy knowing it wasn't really a factor here.
Even the explosions they both survived were similar in size and destructibility.
But Jason held the edge with his superior endurance and healing. Michael
Okay.
faking his death with
Let's see here. Michael's more extreme injuries have required up to a year-long recovery period. Yeah, the whole battery charge thing that Michael has. I knew that was going to play a factor into this madness, no matter what timeline you used. Meanwhile, Jason has exploded to pieces and was later active using a proxy body.
the body double was clever, but he did it because he explicitly could not survive something like decapitation or getting half his torso blown off.
But Jason could. He also had more
Yep.
experience fighting other
And
supernatural
Michael
enemies
is
like
immortal.
And Michael has several moves in Dead by Daylight that can hamper a victim's healing, but none can completely stop it, and likely wouldn't affect healing as extensive as Jason's. Makes total sense. Considering the fact that Jason's is technically a revenant. He's not really alive or dead. He's just undead.
A walking zombie with sentience.
Leatherface Freddy and his uber self. So I doubt Michael could have surprised him with something he's never seen before.
And Jason was just as strong and vicious as Michael, if not more. So given the difference in survivability...
Let's see here. Okay, so... Oof. Look at Michael's stats.
Jason, regeneration prevents any lasting damage from Michael, has ranged weapons to keep Michael at a distance, more experience against supernatural foes, and there's an equal sign that says similar strength, speed, and durability.
So it's the same way with Michael in that regard, but he's much smarter and more cunning. While the downsides, he more likely to have less endurance than Jason, ranged weapons to keep Michael from getting close.
He had a much better chance of striking
So
Michael
yeah,
Jason first.
Jason
in a battle between
won
two
this,
unkillable
no matter what
monsters,
timeline
it's
you
only
use.
natural it would
Michael
come down
is
to
not
who
immortal.
was more unkillable.
After being ripped to pieces, Michael can now rip in peace. Right, Justin?
Wow.
Oh.
Oh no.
Justin? Hello?
Oh. Jason?
The winner is Jason Voorhees.
That was
Thank
a
you
killer
for watching.
behind.
Stay tuned.
Talk about
we'll be
a-
jumping into the next matchup next week. But you can always get more
sequel
Death
bait?
Battle right now.
All right, let's see what this week is.
Okay, so yeah, thank God it's Halloween. Honestly, Ben, you had what a wasted opportunity to not label that as Friday the 31st.
That title is horrible, and I hate him for that.
One of those boxes right over there.
Anyways,
and by downloading the battle music.
how much do I
down
want to bet the
below.
next time we predicted ages ago? Sauron? Lich King? Yep.
Of course.
Hey,
Oh, fucking.
hey, at least I get to learn something about Lich King, considering I have a confession to make. I've never played much of World of Warcraft.
Same.
I have seen plenty of memes of Lich King, and even that Ozzy Osbourne commercial where he and Lich King actually battled each other.
I've never seen that commercial, and I've never watched Lord of the Rings at all. I have never watched Lord of the Rings.
If you're gonna watch Lord of the Rings, I highly recommend the Peter Jackson films. Not the Rings of Power, because it's a complicated mess.
I'm gonna watch a movie with a complicated timeline is similar to Star Wars for me to understand.
For me, the best way to put it, the prequel will always be the Hobbit trilogy. Like,
Okay.
it literally takes place before Lord of the Rings. So, anyways, yeah, we literally called it. There was no way Michael Myers was gonna win that.
Yeah.
And again, I apologize if my voice sounded like utter crap during it, but what can you do? I can't really control getting sick, but that's totally normal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I'm guessing we're doing a prediction tomorrow or whenever.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, so prediction tomorrow for Sauron versus Lich King.
I'll do Sauron, you do Lich King.
Hey, this will give me a chance to learn more about Lich King, since I pretty much know what Sauron is. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this react, and
I'll see you tomorrow for the prediction.
Yep. So yeah, I will probably stream something later. It'll probably be a chill stream. You know what? I might stream that Friday the 13th puzzle game, cause reasons. Anyways, till then, your Captain of the Hedge Fleet signing off. I'll see you in the next stream. So good night, or good day. Sorry. You can tell. See how it happens when I get sick. I start to mix up my words. But anyways, happy Halloween. And I'll see you in the next stream.